Hey ladies, nice girl Jen here, ready to get started with today's or this week's Girl Talk Tuesday. And I thought we'd talk a little bit today about a topic that I see thrown around a lot online. And for whatever reason lately, I've seen it as a discussion in multiple groups that I'm in and so on. So I wanted to talk about it today because I'm pretty sure you guys have wondered about this too, or figuring it out, or not really sure which way to go. So let's get started with today's Girl Talk Tuesday. I am Jennifer Delatorre, creator founder of Nice Girls Finish Last, where I help women entrepreneurs take their side hustles and help them build it to a six-figure income. So thank you so much for watching and joining. Please say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey Darshi. If you have women entrepreneurs on your friends list or in groups, make sure to share this so they can get this information too, because nobody wants to fail in business. Nobody does. And nobody wants to waste time going down the wrong track and find out that it doesn't work. And so this topic today, we're talking about cold lists, we're talking about warm markets, and we're talking about green lights. And as you guys are joining, as I said, I've seen this discussed a lot. So first of all, I want to kind of clear up a couple misconceptions, okay? First of all, the first one is your warm market, your warm list. How many of you have ever heard of this term used before? How many of you have thought that you've made a list of what you think your warm market is? Go ahead and say yes in the comments. So here's what you're told, okay? What a lot of you think, that your warm market are your friends and your family, possibly the mailman or mail person, some other fellow parents at your children's school, your church members, club members, and things like that. In fact, a lot of the MLM experts, will tell you this. That's like the first thing they want you to hit up, right? Go make a list of your warm list. Who's your warm list, guys? Oh, your friends and your family and your cousins, because they know you and they love you and they trust you and they'll want to buy from you. Ain't wrong. Not really how it's going to go down. Okay, and the other thing, the other misconception I wanted to bring on before I go into detail about these is cold lists. That cold prospecting is a good idea. It's the way to go. You don't have a list yet, right? Got to start somewhere. Got to start with your cold list. That it's a good idea, and you've got to go after those 99 no's. But as long as you get that one yes, you're on the right track, guys. Just keep knocking them off your list. Congratulations. Guys, no. Okay, first of all, I just want to say no. So let's talk about this for a minute. Let's really talk about what the warm market is, your warm list is, what the cold prospecting is all about. And then let's talk about, last but not least, the best part of it all, your green lights is what we call them. Other people may refer to as your hot leads, right? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about really what your warm list should be if you're not just some fake MLM guru with everybody following you and drooling after every word that comes out of your mouth, but you actually know what you're talking about. Let's talk about this for a minute. Okay, yes, your warm list, your warm market would be people that know you. Does that mean it's your friends and family and, you know, your cousins and, you know, your neighbor and all that? No. Could it be? Okay, sure. You know, not saying nobody ever recruited their neighbor or anything like that, or trapped them into a home meeting and snuck them in there. I'm not saying that, but really what your warm market would be are people that are familiar with your business, with your product, with your service, with you. They could be past members of a group that you've had, maybe for your business. They could be people that have given you some kind of permission to then make an offer to them. Maybe they wanted, you know, some information, asked for more information. Maybe you have met them somewhere, or you roll in the same kind of circles. They're very familiar with your expertise. They're familiar with your products. They know who you are. They may even have your phone number. They do know you. They do have some trust there. They are familiar in some kind of way. Okay. they've kind of, in many cases, have put their foot in the door to allow you to market to them further. There's been interaction, is basically what I'm saying. There's been interaction, there's been interest. All right? Also, let's not forget this important thing that most people like to just forget about because they're just hoping that the money will just come. Anybody that's got money, give me money. They fit your target. Yes, they fit your target. Your warm market would not necessarily be your grandma because your grandma may not really need the products or the stuff you sell. And before you stop and say, well, Jen, I sell some health and wellness stuff. I sell some CBD. I sell whatever. Of course, my grandmother can benefit. And we're not saying that they cannot benefit. Sure, most people can benefit from half the stuff we sell out there. Do they want it? Does it fit in their budget and want to buy it? Let's think about that for a minute, okay? Do you have a solution to a problem that they have, okay? So that is really what your warm list is. Please don't get it twisted and think, I just got to make that list, guys. I got to make that list of my friends and family. It's truly not like that. That's to me rookie status 1,000%. If you're still wondering about which neighbor you can hit up, which parent at the schoolyard you made eye contact with that, hey, open the conversation. Who else? Some coworker of yours you kind of said a few words to at break time and maybe they'd be an excellent recruit for your business. Stop. Okay? All right. Now that we've talked about that, let's talk about briefly on why cold prospecting is a horrible and bad idea. In a group, I actually had a gentleman say, no, if you do cold prospecting well, it can bring in tons of money and so. And I wrote this email campaign and I had, thousands of dollars worth of sales come in from my cold list. First of all, sir, is this a cold list? We're talking about inboxing complete strangers here. How are you emailing them? How? Because if you're emailing them and you didn't go out and buy some random list from some company that just gathered information and gave it to you, how did you get their email? He couldn't answer the question. He said that he got it through LinkedIn and Facebook. That doesn't make any sense because I know a lot of you on Facebook and LinkedIn and I don't have your email address and I'm not email marketing to you. So he clearly didn't really quite understand what exactly, that meant. But let's talk about why it's a bad idea. You guys are funny. Who do you clarify? Okay, let's talk about this. So why is it a bad idea to cold prospect? Well, they have no awareness of what your business is and what your product is, okay? They don't know who you are. They don't know what it is you sell. You haven't built any kind of credibility with this individual, okay? You haven't showed enough information. You haven't presented enough information in front of them on social media or online or offline, whatever case may be, or given them enough reason why they would even look to you to solve whatever problem it is on why they want to buy from you, okay, depending on what your product is. And more likely than not, they don't fit your target. So going back to that term again, guys, it is important. It is very important. Not everybody with a purse or wallet should be buying from you or will buy from you, okay? So they don't even fit your what your ideal client would be. It's a waste of time. We're not looking to go after 100 people and hopefully one says yes, two says yes, okay? And also, they haven't given you an opening or any kind of permission on marketing to them, on selling to them. And that is why, if you are watching this right now, ladies, and you have ever cold prospect and just let's just say you just got 10 new Facebook friends, whether you sent it out or they sent the request to you, doesn't matter. And instantly you inbox them and then you tell them, hey, you look sharp and would you like to try my products or blah, 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 blah. Here's what I do. Here's my website. Go shop, go shop, go shop. They didn't ask. And that's why most times you get rejection. Either they ignore you, they block you, they respond with something rude, or whatever the case may be, okay? All right, so is that the kind of experience you want to go through time and time again? I'm going to sound like an infomercial right now. Have you been wondering if this is the right way to go? If this is really how it should be going down? Because guess what, guys? The answer is no. If you guys are just joining, please say hi in the comments. Make sure to share this and let me know where you're tuning in from. Have you heard the terms warm market, cold leads, all that stuff before? What has your experience been? Okay, now let's talk about, real quick, let's discuss the hot leads. Let's discuss the green lights, is what we call them, Joe and I. First of all, your hot leads, your green lights, they fit your target. There's that magical word again. Okay, they have become familiar with your business, with its message, with the products and the services that you offer. They are seeing it. They are involved in it. There's even interaction in it, right? They have decided that what you have to offer is what they need or what they want or what they've been looking for. And they could have seen this because of a post you did organically. They could have seen this because of a Facebook ad that you've done, which, by the way, we do help clients with. So you can obviously reach much more people and get those leads coming. But they are, hello, ready to go. Please give me your information. I want to know more about how to either use your product, buy your product, your service, whatever the case may be. So, guys, let me ask you a question, okay? Now that I've said all of that, who do you think is easier to sell? Those green lights, the warm leads, or the cold leads? And we could probably just leave the warm leads out of it for a minute because those warm leads that warm market can easily become the green lights, okay? But who's easier to sell? Come on, you guys already know. And who do you think is going to be a bigger waste of time? So if currently right now you are struggling because you have realized that you've been cold prospecting, you have been randomly messaging people, you have been just posting in groups that you haven't even looked into seeing if your target even hangs out there. Are you putting out a message that is effective enough, that's grabbing attention and getting people to go from that kind of cold list or that warm list and turn into the green light and say, hi, yes, please, I need more info. Tell me more. I want to buy. I'm ready. If you don't have that, and what it would look like is every single week in your business, you have people reaching out to you. You are not hitting up people one by one or constantly having to reach out to them, whether it's in a group or whatever, a mass email, whatever. You have people reaching out to you, inboxing you, signing up on your marketing funnel, which is also something we create for clients. You have to have these things in place because if your business doesn't have that constantly come in, I hate to say it, but you don't have a business. You're going to be sitting at that side hustle for quite some time. Though you may be able to grow it a little bit here and there, it's never going to get to the level that you need it to be able to support you financially on a full-time basis, where you no longer have that job and you can quit that and you could stop showing up there and being angry, eating your food on your lunch break, wishing you could be at home right now doing something more productive. So if your business does not look like that right now, then you need to put things in place to get it to be there. If you don't already know, what you should, if you've been following me for a while, that's what we can help you here at Nice Girls Finish Last. Because again, we're helping you take that hobby, that thing you started, that side hustle, and being able to grow it to six figures. And you can't do that if you are the one that's constantly reaching out, inboxing, and nobody is coming to you. You have to have people on a regular basis coming to you. Will some weeks be a ton and some weeks be okay? Maybe, but they're constantly coming in. You should not have to be the one reaching out. I said this in a live a couple weeks back. Imagine if a restaurant had nobody come in there, or a store, whatever, unless the actual owner of that restaurant walked outside in the streets and hey, are you hungry? You want to come in? Oh, here's my menu. Do you like it? Oh, you don't like this kind of food? Okay. Hey, are you hungry? You look starving. Oh, you just ate breakfast. Got it. Hey, you want to come eat? It sounds really stupid, right? It sounds really ridiculous. But that's how most of you are running your business right now. That is how most of you are running your business right now. If that looked incredibly dumb, I hate to tell you, but that's exactly what your business is looking like right now. Only you're not in the streets, you're in the inbox. So if you need help, reach out to me ASAP. Reach out and inbox our Nice Girls Finish Last business page, and let's set up an appointment and talk about how you can change that. So you can no longer sit at the hobby level, the, oh, this is fun, I get to go on a convention once in a while level, the, oh, I made some good friends and I made a couple sales, sold a few mascaras, sold a little bit of face cream, eye cream here, kind of thing. But actually build the business. Thanks for watching, ladies. Talk to you soon.